Welcome back to a new Minecraft series. Didn't expect that, did you? So we've got Project Ozone 2 reloaded on screen, and I've got a multiplayer server set up, so let me just load into that while I talk for a bit. This is a pack in Minecraft 1.7, which has a bunch of things in it, but primarily it's a skyblock map, and it has lots of difficulty options. We are running the Kappa mode, which is sort of an expert mode. Yeah. And the client is not responding. Yeah, there we are. Well, we're in. So yes, this has Kappa mode. The only thing I've done is literally just dump the stuff I get in my inventory, and that's about it. I have changed my keybind so I can get to this quickly, which is the quest book, and we have alpha through many things down there, including Kappa. So yes, we've previously played through Infinity Evolved Expert Mode, and this is sort of the similar kind of thing, but in, well, Skyblock. As you can see, my FPS is hovering around 90. That won't stay like that for long. And we're in a taiga biome. Okay, that should do. So where should we start? First of all, make sure to change your controls. Open quests. It's easy just to set that to something. I've got it set to X just because it's convenient for my WSID keys. Q's in use, E's in use. Yeah, X is about the closest. And we have nothing to start. So what do we do to start? We look at our first quests. Random act of kindness, and it was going to give you this on the left-hand side. It's going to give you these by default, and then you have a second screen where you get to choose something, including a loot chest, which we can claim. That's already done. If we come back out, you'll see it's gone green instead of blue. Blue means completed, but you need to claim things. Green, obviously, it's now complete. And we're now going to get a quest saying begin again. And to do that, we need... No, it's any kind of oak. It's not a specifically blue kind of oak, thankfully. That should be straightforward, but a lot of these early things are going... Let me just open the loot chest. Possibly... Well, yes. Possibly the worst... I don't think I'm going to use those somehow. I am, however, going to use this oak sapling. Oh, and I'm not going to use the chance cube. Basically, a chance cube, you put it down and you smack it a bit. It breaks and you can get something really good, or something that blows up your entire base. I don't want to exactly do that, so I'm going to start off with the oak sapling. And of course, you see when I used to play Skyblocks, I used to use bone meal, but now apparently you use shift to twerk. So I have the particles massively reduced, whereas my options, I can probably turn... not language. Video settings, particles, all. You'll see why I have them reduced once we get to something. And it's nighttime. Are you actually going to grow even though you got particles? Well, we're going to see. Yeah, probably not. Ah, there we go. Okay, so we got a tree just by pressing shift repeatedly. If you're in Windows, by the way, and you have sticky keys, that's going to be a bad time. You're going to press it 5 times and Windows is going to pop up. Not that I've done that before. So we also have vein miner. So if I want to get all of this oak, I can hold down my grave key, which is top left of your keyboard, and I have 40 oak. And hopefully some saplings won't fall off. Okay, 40 oak. Sometimes it doesn't detect it right away, so you may have to press this detect button, leave and go back in, and then it will say complete. So we then have to make oak barrels. Now, like in Infinity Evolved Expert Mode, you only get 1 oak wood plank per 1 log. So for the moment, maybe I'll keep a couple of those, but otherwise I'm going to convert them all. And we're going to go through a crafting table to a Tinker's Construct crafting table. By the way, on this series, I'm probably not going to talk through much the introductory stuff for Tinkers and all the other stuff like that. It's possible, but I'd rather not, to be honest. I have other series on those. If you have any problems with Tinkers, happy to answer the items in the comments. Will that go on top? Yeah, it will. Okay, so I'm going to go back to what can charitably say twerking for a while. I guess I can fill in some of the outside. In fact, no, I don't want to use wood. That's so far too precious. The other thing you can do is, if you hold down Shift and right-click, you start to get pebbles. And you don't want them there because it's going to stop you from keeping on hitting the ground. This is, again, another very, very weird thing for me. I'm used to having to generate cobblestone and having a bit of a larger island or initial supply of cobblestone, something like that. Instead, I get pebbles. And what you can do with these, if you grab a few of them, is take them, put them in your crafting grid, and you get cobblestone, which is a bit more ideal for doing the usual thing, which is just extending your island a bit so you can catch more saplings and you don't fall off. This is a bit more generous, however, than I think, is it Skyblock, FTB Skyblock? I think you end up with one of them with just one dirt or something like that. So we do have 9, and there is another layer underneath this. It's not just this one layer and then the void. So I'm going to get started moving this platform out, just doing what I've shown you already. And then we'll come back once I've finished that. So having done that for a while, I've now got a couple of stacks of cobblestone, which is nowhere near enough because the next phase, as you can see out here, we need some torches of some kind. So in order to do that, we need to burn this wood and make charcoal. No, I have 1 torch. It's giving me 1. Still not enough. Back to the crafting station. Unfortunately, we can't build... ooh, actually, that shouldn't be possible. Hang on. Should that be possible? We are in Kappa mode, right? I suppose that's a slab furnace. What does a slab furnace actually get us? I wonder. Will it let us make this? It will. Okay, so the regular furnace is available by way of compressed cobblestone, which is what I was about to say, but a slab furnace actually saves us some time. Here we go. So regular furnace, yep, so needs compressed cobblestone to make a regular furnace, but I'm happy with just the slab furnaces. That saves us some time hitting the ground repeatedly. Do we have any other quests complete yet? I don't think we do. Obviously, we only have access to alpha to start with. You can't actually select any of these other things until you actually get through alpha a little bit. So we do actually need to get some oak saplings. That should be done. If we just go back in, we some oak barrels. Oak barrels will fill with water, by the way. If you aren't aware, you can also use them for composting. And I don't have enough, which is about typical, but we can just put them over here. Yep, once the lag comes our way, there we go. We get some charcoal. We can use these to make sticks as normal-ish. And we can get some torches. And because this is pretty hard mode, I just don't want any chance of anything spawning, so let's just light up the platform. Cool. Next, we want to continue, continue getting more wood. And then cooking that up, I think. Maybe some more charcoal. Don't need more just yet. No, I need to actually get more. Oh, no, hang on. I've got wood here. That's fine. I thought I should have had more. We just want 3 more barrels for that quest. Do I want them opposite sides, maybe? And... oh, is that going to need me to go back? Is that going to need them in my inventory? Well, that's annoying. I don't have an axe yet. Oh well, I've got 5 barrels now. I'm going to make more. In fact, no, let's just use this. It's renewable resources, so that's fine. We'll just grab those and complete. Are you going to detect? I have. Oh. That's not. What's the barrel recipe? What did I just make? Well, those are going to be useful later. Barrel. It's an oak wood slab on the bottom. Right, back to twerking. All right. Oak barrels. Yes? Yes? Yes! Oak barrels. And yep, it's blue, so we can get flux infused crook out of this, as well as a chance cube, which again I'm not going to use, but I will take the loot chest. What's the loot chest going to give us? Something good? Oh, that's actually not too bad. That you probably don't know what this is yet, but it's we have better furnaces available, and the reason why we're going to actually need a full-size furnace is because the furnaces allow us to upgrade into, from regular furnaces, allow us to many recipes apparently. Okay, let's just go to this one. We can take a regular furnace and go up into an iron furnace, from there into a gold, from there into a diamond, and these are better furnaces, not anything that's vanilla. So these have upgrades, including this thing, which is doubling ore basically. So that's pretty good. So yeah, next stage is probably we're going to, let's see what the quests actually tell us. They should guide us. Pound the ground, that actually should also be complete. Oh no, I need to make a regular furnace for the quest. There's some reason I wanted that regular furnace. So we can do that by doing this. Oh, don't like what it did with that. That's not normal. 6, 7, 8. Do we have enough? Should do 9. And just put that back in. I'm only going to need the 8 actually. Thinking about it, well, I'm going to take the furnace and another quest complete. And we get quarter heart, which we're not going to need because I'm not playing hardcore on this. So let's pop that out, and this interesting texture. Let's see what the loot chest gives us. Those are void pipes from Buildcraft, I think, which will be useful to a degree, but not for a while. Let's actually dump all my other stuff in there. If I fall off, I don't want to actually... yeah, water tanks. I can't believe it did that. We may as well put the furnace down, however. There we go. Having done that, next what we want to actually do is create a crook, which is just wood and sticks. And something like this. Then we're going to use this to knock down leaves. And hopefully one of these is going to drop a silkworm. Say hopefully, I'm not quite sure what the chances are. See if we can keep going so I don't have to make a cut. It's pretty normal. It takes a while though to get your first one. You don't actually need very many of these. You can use them as a food source, but that's not really relevant when you get apples anyway, so come on. Fine, I'm going to cut until I get one, and then what I'm going to do is regrow these trees until I get quite a large tree. What we want is a lot of leaves, because we're going to put the silkworm in the leaves, and it's going to spread. It's going to turn the whole thing white, and then we're going to vein mine the tree and get lots of string, because what we're actually making next is the sieve, or sieve if you're American, I guess. The regular oak one will be fine. So we just need a couple of these silk meshes. These are just string, so we need to get string from converted trees. Guys, when I tell you to, you know, use the vein mine on the tree, ignore me. Don't use the vein mine on the tree. Use it on the leaves. I found this out. I was being stupid, of course. Yes, you want to vein mine the leaves. This is what it gets you. All of this string. More string than you're probably going to need for string. So one very good thing to use it for is wool. You don't need sheep anywhere near as much in a skyblock map, so you can feel free to convert it into wool if you like. And hopefully that is a dead cert. We'll see. This is the quest reward, the flux infused crook. Will you do it again? Yes, you will. Cool. So we're getting plenty of string if we need it. So that's fine, and of course we can get rid of the tree. Okay, don't know if you guys are following along, played this mod pack, or even indeed the Kappa mode, so if any of you have and you realise it's really painful, feel free to commiserate with me in the comments. Now what we want to do is, first of all, these aren't full yet. I've left some of these oak barrels open. Not the, what is it I made? This is the next day, by the way. I felt so stupid after vein mining the tree. I left it for a night. So I forgot what they're called. Wooden water tanks, yes. Don't make those. But when you vein mine the tree, when you vein mine the leaves, you can get these oak saplings, which give you a good early source of composting, which you can then use to generate more earth. And of course, if we want an early farm of some kind, we do want to actually have more earth available. So at least always keep some aside, just in case you actually need some more. While we're at it, actually, it will be good to have a food source. Let's make a juicer. I think that's just, in fact, we should make some charcoal first. Helps if you got something to burn the wood. We're going to make the charcoal first, and the juicer is up here, which is... it's a quest reward, but I want it before that, because it's better than just using the apples. Pressure plate and just some stone. So just 3 stone would do just fine, please. Once we've got the charcoal, let's actually just use that. Convert that into mini charcoal, which just means 1 object per mini charcoal to burn. So we can just insert 3 and we should get some stone out of there once that's done. And as you can see, this has already turned into dirt. So you can generate earth quite quickly doing that. I take the floor of water that we got out of there. Oh wow, these are just terrible. I take the orb water orb over here, throwing it in here, and that's the start of our infinite water source. It's only in that block. We need another one for this. It is down here below us, but we need a bucket to do that. And to get the bucket, we need a bucket recipe is a little bit different. It requires iron plates, and the easiest way to get that is to make an engineer's hammer, which requires some string and some iron ingots. We don't have iron ingots yet, so we actually need to get the sieve going. So what do we need for the sieve? I think it was something like this, and I'm probably going to need a few of these, so let's say 4. I'm not going to need them straight away, but there's an automatic sieve upgrade to the sieve, so that would be handy. And what did we say the recipe of the sieve was? Sorry if you call it sieve. I'm just English, so you know you can blame us for everything. Yeah, but wood planks and sticks, and we can just convert them directly into these. So we got one of those, 2 here, and a sieve, or in the middle, or maybe, yeah, there we go. Okay, so yes, quest complete the sieve. Nowhere in particular I want to put this. Let's just put it, say, there for now. The blood moon is rising. Blood moons are sometimes a good thing, sometimes a bad thing. You want to watch out because things can spawn even when you're pretty close, I think, in the blood moon. So I'm not going to extend this platform just yet. We are going to need to get to the next quest, and that requires a mob farm, so I am going to have to build out, but I'll show you some easier ways to actually do that in a minute. Let's just claim our quest reward, which is a loot chest. Claim our quest reward, which is a loot quest. And a compact giant chance. Nope. I did a test game with these chance cubes. I put the first one down, great rewards. I put the second one down, it blew me up in the entire platform and I had to start again. Not touching those, probably until I have some kind of blast-proof chamber. That's going to be a while. Where was I? Sieve, breaking gravel, gravel needs lava. Okay, so the what we actually want to get here is to start off with sieving gravel. And this is dangerous. It's dangerous. Why? Because in order to get gravel, you need to hammer cobblestone. Oh, actually, let's open the loot chest. I didn't do that. A record of some kind, and the automatic user interface scaling is anniversary song OGS Aristotle. Nope, I actually don't even want that. Let's make some more chests, shall we? I don't have any iron to make any of the iron chests, so let's just make the best of what we can. And let's just make a few double chests for now. They should do the job. Let's just put them out here somewhere. Yeah, I can't put them like that. Drop them on top. 1, 2. That should do for now. We can hold a lot of stuff in there, including, let's just get rid of all the string for now and the wool. And yeah, we'll keep going. So, yeah, why is it dangerous? The easiest way to get gravel early game is to use vein mining, and if you put, as you can imagine, cobblestone down and you try and hammer it with vein mining, it's going to hammer the cobblestone and all of this as well. Some of this is already changing to moss stone, which is fine, but best just to change this to something else. Let's grab the hammer, not hammer, chisel. And hopefully, this may require, it may require some iron to start off with. I want the, oh wow, there's just too many chisels. Chisel parts, I should say. It should be on the first page. Why aren't you on the first page? You're on the last page, of course you are. Yeah, you require iron as well, so don't use vein miner. I'm just going to start with just putting some cobblestone down. And I think we can start off with a hammer, but I think that maybe I hope there's a stone hammer. I don't see any other way of doing it without one. That is Magneticraft. I'm actually looking for Ex Nihilo, which is just 2 cobblestone, 2 sticks. Fair enough. We may get this used up far too soon, but, we'll give it a go. No vein mining. Do not vein mine. And we're going to get some gravel. We're going to take the gravel and we're going to sieve it. And here's where you want to get lots of gravel, and then you're going to walk away for a while weighing down your mouse button. Eventually what's going to come out of this, and you'll see I'm getting broken iron ore. Let me actually I think you get a guaranteed broken iron ore per gravel. We'll see. Are we going to get one every time? Looks like it. So then you can take this, put this in your normal crafting grid, get iron ore gravel. You can take iron ore gravel, put it down. I don't have more than one. Do that, and then you get crushed iron ore. You can take the crushed iron ore, put it 2 by 2, to get iron ore sand, put the iron ore sand down, use the stone hammer, and you get iron ore dust, or powdered iron ore, which turns into iron ore dust. You can put that in fact, I already made some stone. Did I already mention making a juicer? Maybe I did. It was yesterday, so who knows? I can forget. So this is going to turn into an iron ingot. But remember, each stage of this, from going from the broken to the crushed to the powdered, we actually get some extras when we actually do the hammer. And those extras are going to be really useful for us in future. We can convert to an iron hammer, but at the moment, because we're going to get a few iron ingots. But what was that chisel recipe again? Was it just 1? Because that just really makes me safe. I'm sort of, yeah, it is. So I'm really kind of paranoid. So I will just spend this on chisel, which you should be aware of how this works. I think you shift right click and then grab the block you want to edit. I'm just going to choose like a much lighter cobblestone. That'll do, just so I can tell the difference. Not fussed otherwise. Oh, the diamond one doesn't. Oh, it only does 1 block at a time. It must be the diamond one that does 3 blocks at a time. I was kind of hoping for more than that. Unless you can actually change mode. I don't think you can on this. No. Okay, so I'm going to convert all of these over in the background, just so that I can use vein miner. And of course, you can then just lay lots and lots of cobble down. Well, I'm going to give this a try, hopefully. In fact, let me just really doubly make sure. Make sure there's one block in between all of them. You, even those. And I did all the ones underneath. Hopefully, I'll stand off this and vein mine. No, of course I didn't. That's just me being amazing. And that's why I stood on this block. So I'm going to go replace the floor now, off camera. The one and only advantage of vein mining your own platform is you actually end up with quite a lot of gravel from doing it. Unfortunately, you kind of need that gravel, and you also want the cobblestone, so bit of a problem. We've sorted that anyway, so I've gone and just changed this all to a lighter cobblestone. Later on, I'd kind of like to make a better texture than this. I'm not particularly keen on cobblestone floors, particularly as Skyblock. You don't have much else to look at until we actually get to the Nether and the Ether and other places which I haven't been to before. Haven't been to the Ether before either, so yeah. Okay, are you done? Yeah, so we've got some iron ingots. First of all, probably should actually make an iron hammer. The stone hammer tends to wear out. Oh, that's not a hammer, that's a wand. But I actually want that as well anyway, so let's go for that as well. And make an iron hammer. And we can just throw you away. Yeah. My arm strength is terrible. Okay, we could use diamond to make a diamond wand, but an iron wand does help. And it is basically the low-end version of the builder's wand from extra utilities, I want to say. Okay, better builders ones. Okay, so it's an alternative to the extra utilities ones. And actually I should make that juicer, shouldn't I, while I've got this available. We want a pressure plate and a piece of stone. Juicer, and then we can just convert all the apples. We don't only want to save one. Yeah, so we've now got apple juice. You can do that with all the various other things as well. I don't want to keep that back. And I guess we can just use the last one. I'm not going to make that yet, but when we get a kind of cow farm going, I can multiply up those. Yeah, plenty of string. Okay, so I'm going to keep on sieving this gravel, and I'll probably do that, you know, obviously off camera. That will be an amazing episode. Today we're going to sift 64 units of gravel. Yeah, and just keep collecting earth and reusing it from the saplings, if you're going to keep generating trees, of course, which hopefully you should. And yeah, just keep filling these up. The end ones will fill up with water, of course, but now that I have enough gravel, and why have they gone down? I didn't know they could evaporate. And I haven't used any water. Maybe they can evaporate. That'd be pretty cool mechanic, actually. I'm going to keep sifting the gravel just for a little while I talk to you about the rest. I actually do need to get that engineer's hammer, which is going to need another couple of iron. How many have I got? One. So I just need one more. And yeah, just keep an eye on those. We're going to make the engineer's hammer, make some plates, use those to make a bucket, in which case I can move the other water source from down below us, where it's happily making sounds every so often, up here, so we got an infinite water source. We then also are going to need, in fact I've got plenty here, haven't I? I just want one more ideally. One more please. Yeah, there we go. And you can see all the extras I've been building up. We want also an infinite lava source. And to do that, we kind of have to do something else. We're going to need the mob farm for that, I think. We're going to need clay. In fact, interesting. We can get clay in a sky block using the barrels, I want to say. You get this block. I'm not sure if it's going to show it here. No. So this is one of the hidden recipes. There are two that I know of. There's probably more. If you know more than the two I'm about to mention, put them in the comments. Please let other people know about them, because I have seen other people play Skyblock maps and they don't know about them. And in this one, there's a very important quest. Is it lava? It's one of those that the blocks you in progress, and it sort of makes you think you need to go to the nether. You don't. So clay you can get from filling up these with water, which is why we want the infinite water source. Then you put something in them. I think it's dust. So instead of actually sieving gravel, we can put gravel down. We can hammer that and you get sand. So you get sand in the game. You hammer that again, it goes into dust. Put dust in a full water barrel. In fact, we can do that now once I finish off this infernal conversion through sand into dust. Let me just get rid of these. Yep, and hopefully I've got some extras. Do I have 4 now? Yeah, I should do. And I'll put those in. Yep, so while it's cooking. So yes, you put dust in these, you get clay out, a full clay block, which turns into 4 of the smaller clay. They're both called clay balls. And you can then make a crucible. But in order to make the crucible, you need a different type of clay. I think it's porcelain clay. Porcelain clay requires bone meal. And of course, bone meal comes from bones, which comes from mob farm, or bone meal bag. I think that's a sifting. I think you can get that from sifting. Don't quote me, but it's possible that's from sifting. And if it is, I guess you could do without a mob farm. These are all nicely full now, so I do actually want that engineer's hammer as soon as possible. I need some string. Just one would actually have done it, but this is fine. If I remember the recipe right, which is never. Ooh, paintbrush. Not going to need a paintbrush, not for some time. Engineer's hammer, and we've got 3 iron ingots, which is just convenient enough to make 3 iron plates, which is just convenient enough to have me make, if I click in the right places, a bucket, which we can then grab the water from here, take it over here, and we've got an infinite water source. And just to prove that we can get clay, we're just going to hammer this. And we should have got sand. We did. And we should get dust. We did. And we should get clay. And we did. And of course, because it's technically raining, but I don't see any rain effects. Is that because I've got my particles down to minimum? If I change that to... I've not got particles at all. Okay. Just, you can't tell in this particular area. Fair enough. Anyway, you can get clay that way, and of course now we don't technically need the rain. What we could do is put covers over these. So if I just put a block, say here, another block above it, and then like a half block from wood, we can stop the rain from getting in, and of course then we can just use them for earth if we want to. But this clay, we do actually need bone meal to get a crucible. The crucible, put on top of a torch, it'll slowly melt cobblestone into lava. Eventually I want to replace that with what's this stuff called? Pyrotheum, I think it is. Once we make pyrotheum, it's going to be a bit well, flammable is one way to put it. Instead of let's say the rate from using a torch is 1 times, pyrotheum 500 times. It's a little bit flammable. So be careful. So now I've got a bucket. I can get rid of some other things. We don't have to go through that clay bucket phase that some packs have. I don't even know there is a clay bucket. Is there? There is a clay bucket. So, oh, there's no recipe for it. Yeah, I'm not sure where the Aristotle stone texture comes from. Yeah, so I guess we can make clay buckets, but that would only work once for lava. So having a metal bucket is valuable. It's probably like the Hitchhiker's Guide towel. You always want to know where your bucket is, guys. So that's it for this episode. I'll leave you with that, and then we will head, I think... I'm going to make a mob farm. I'll show you next episode. It really isn't anything special, your first mob farm. It's just a 3-high block that has some kind of visibility, 3-high airspace times however many long you want, with some kind of visibility to the outside so they can't hit you and you can actually shoot them. Which means we're going to need to go to Tinker's and actually make our first weapon. My previous series I've used crossbows, but I don't think crossbows will come around until I have lots of iron. There's bows, and I think the new updates, the last time I played Tinkers, you couldn't really replace one part with another, I don't think, in the Tinkers weapons, but now you can. There was quite a large update to that, so I'm really looking forward to actually seeing what we can do. I've heard that you can use magical wood to get a lot of modifiers and then switch things out, and yeah, we'll figure it all out. Hopefully you'll follow me and see you the next episode. Feel free to like and subscribe as normal, but if you didn't like it, yeah, the dislike button's there too. Hopefully I'll see you next episode. Thanks for watching.